What up, peeps? It's your girl Dash coming back to you from Real Takes. Well, you guys, it looks like a new teaser trailer is dropped for DC's Swamp Thing. Now, with this particular one, since you know the first one we saw, about a week ago, was rather short. It was basically kind of, lurking in the swamp, a build up to the reveal of Swamp Thing, what he looks like. We've been waiting to see this one, of course. It was a little dark, but you did see the red eyes. The music was creepy, very effective. But I know a lot of us wanted to see a little bit more. I figured we would probably be getting something, if not at the end of this month, or maybe at the beginning of May, since it comes out May 31st, and it looks like, my wish was granted. I can't speak for everyone else. But I'm excited to see exactly what this one has for us, to give us an idea of how this first season will be going. Plus, it's a little bit longer. I think it's a little over a minute, probably a minute and I think maybe 30 seconds, somewhere in that little ballpark. So you know what? Let's go ahead and jump into it. I'll save the rest of my rant at the end, you guys. RJ Saller. What are they doing? Already creepy. James on. Oh my God! Oh my Lord! What's wrong with the girl? What in the world is that? Oh wow! Oh damn! Oh my God! Oh my God! Is that him right there? Virginia Madsen. Behind Aaron Ziering, okay. What in the world? Alright, Crystal Reed. Oh, there he is. Oh, wow. Okay, nice. Alright, you guys, now this trailer I definitely liked a little bit more because we get a glimpse into what looks like it's going to be the overall season of some of the characters and just certain situations that are happening. I'm really intrigued by the part where they showcase the little girl. I don't know if she's dealing with something in regards to some sort of chemicals or whatever and all that, because you can see she could barely breathe. Her face looked very gauntly, a little bit, dark around the eyes, whatever, a little bit of greenish black looking, whichever. And then the scene of the woman screaming out, so I don't know if it's certain chemicals from, the swamp area that's kind of honing in or close to people where they're kind of feeling the effects. That's what I'm just kind of going out there with that. Of course, Andy Bean playing one of those scientists who's trying to deal with, said situation, whichever, he might have some sort of, research that could help them deal with this. And of course, I think the character played by Will Patton is considered the baddie in this, the villain who probably wants his research or whatever for his own, purposes or whichever. He kind of gets caught up in certain things with him and whoever his, minions are or whatever, trying to do what he needs to do in this particular, area that they're going to be in. Now, I know the character of Crystal Reed from where it looks like she must work in some sort of hospital, probably in like the morgue area, because you see the scene which looks very intense. That looks really good, really creepy. I like that scene, which has something grabbed her. It looked like, I think Andy Bean's character was trying to grab her before she was, grabbed and slid across the floor. It does look like he's, of course, still in his human form, but then there's a scene, I'm going to try to post up, a screenshot of it where it looks like him in the midst or going through that overall transformation, being that he, has probably fallen into the swamp, whichever. So he's, still, overall probably dealing with his overall transformation till you see the scene at the end where Crystal is, of course, in the war and she's coming out. She hears something, and of course, it looks like the character played by Derek Mears, Swamp Thing, is coming up out of, the water fully. I also did see what looked like to be, his name is, I want to say Henderson Wade. He's playing a particular character in this, I think, called Cable. He looks like he was hitting somebody with, what looks like to be, might have been a rifle or some sort of weapon. I did notice Jennifer Beals. I did see Virginia Madsen. I know she plays the wife to Will Patton's character, Avery Sutherland. I think her name is Maria. And then also, I think the girl who's in this movie, I can't remember her name on the show, but her name in real life is Maria Stem. She's, I think, a close friend to the character played by Crystal Reed. So we have quite a few other people. Plus, I did see the name that just, I don't know where I might have missed it and didn't realize he was going to be cast in this, is Ian Ziering. He looks like he's in this. I'm not sure who his character is within this movie. He looked like he was doing something. I don't know if he's considered a good guy or a bad guy. We will see when the season starts. But I love the way they kind of showcased all these different scenes. So where they were kind of put, like, I think every scene was at least a good maybe 2 seconds for you to kind of get an idea how, you know, things are going to lead up to, of course, the reveal with, you know, the Swamp Thing with Crystal Reed's character, whichever. I know she plays a big part in being considered, I think, like the love of the life of Andy Bean's character, now also aka Swamp Thing. So that's going to be very interesting. I'm looking forward to definitely seeing how the story unfolds, you know, seeing the transformation. Like I said in the first teaser, the shorter teaser, that I'd heard a while back when I was discussing this off and on until we were waiting for this to drop, was the fact that since James Wan, of course, you all see he's executive producer. I did also mention to you guys that the director of the pilot is Len Wiseman. You all should know him from his Underworld franchise, of course, other movies, but that's the one that everybody definitely remembers him from. And just the fact that those two right there has me definitely hyped to know they put their stamp on this, so I feel very confident this will be a very good first season for this particular you know, comic book character. Also, I didn't see her. I'm hoping she's in here, even if it's just like a walk on real quickly. I did say how Adrian Barba will be in this. I had heard about that for a while, so I'm excited. Secondly, also that this is supposed to be, of course, very, like, literally like a damn R rating, like, you know, violent, you know, bloody, just gory, everything. They, as they put it, are not holding back with this particular show, and I'm very happy about that. I don't feel like it could be done any other way. I don't want anything that's cookie cutter. I want them to really, really just go in. So I know some people are kind of bummed because they thought when they stopped production, supposedly it was not going to be any show, whichever, but they stopped production and just ended on 10 episodes. Now, they might have done, you know, up to the 13th. I don't know. We don't know how that last episode is going to turn out. Hopefully, you know, with it coming out the end of May, that gives them enough time to make sure they edit it just perfectly. We're going to segue, if it does very well, for them to be picked up for a season 2. Now, the overall look, now, some posters did drop, I want to say, the other day around Earth Day, and I love the ones that they showcase. I might put them somewhere up on here, and you get a little bit of a more of a better look of Swamp Thing. Now, the little teaser, you kind of see him as a little darkened. You can see the red eyes, but this one you get a little bit more of a look of him. When I look at him, and I put like a picture of Derek Mears beside him, you can kind of see the similarities in his overall facial structure. I think they did very good with the, you know, the makeup, you know, department did an excellent job. He looks awesome. I am so happy to see him in this particular character. He's been showing a lot of love for this show, of course, on his Twitter, and I do follow him, and he's liked a couple of things that I've talked about in regards to that. So I'm looking forward to just seeing his part and just seeing all the cast. This is a really good cast on this particular show, so I feel like we're going to enjoy this, and I'm hoping a lot of people do watch this, because I would love for it to get picked up for a second season, you know, through DC's streaming service. So, but yes, you guys, comment below. Let me know what you all think. And with that said, I will see you guys in the next reaction. You guys take care.